Storm's passive? Yeah, very much so. So obviously the changes to Lucian's Vigilance passive mean that he works a lot better with CC than he used to, and I think having that defensive option into the Braum, Cassante, Nautilus could be pretty valuable. It also does mess with the Nautilus quite well. Move. Righty then. I'm going to run very quickly and get myself a glass of water. Yes, I will stay. I haven't watched the other teams. Yeah, this should be a good time. So, like, Zero Tenacity are a really, really old school Polish team that was once one of the genuine greats in ERLs. They've fallen off a little bit over the years, but people like Woolite have been playing in EU and were in EULCS before it renamed to LEC for a very long time, where we're in like teams like Copenhagen Wolves. Jack Troll famously used to be alongside Attila, was an LEC support as well. The other members aren't quite at that level necessarily, or haven't been to that level yet before, but are obviously quite famous. They're probably the two longest standing members here. XA.
Minions have spawned.
Water required. Oh, it is. As it is. Boom. A little better. Hey Sam, Twitch wide outage. Oh, we're back. Okay, phew. Yeah, exactly. Go get the value. Okay, so where are we at? Seeing anything particularly crazy? No, we haven't. Bot lane, Lucian Braum got the early-ish shove, but it's not massively different here. Exa eats a bit of Gatling gun damage. Again, like, Corki can be quite nasty if he gets a chance to go through his rotation and get a Gatling gun proc or two off. He does stack Conqueror surprisingly fast, even if his auto attack's a little slower than a lot of other AD carries. Okay, Yukino gets the early ward down on the Raptors after the clear. It means you can check up when the Raptors come in. Vasco. Too much to be seen there. Well, not too much seen there. A little bit of a look. And that much outside of a barrier. Bit problematic in its own way. Got it. Crazy here. Whoops. Okay, damage is solid. Hang on, Piero needs to be a little bit wary there. Okay, he's fine. Back is around. Can you gank this? Maybe you're going to walk across a sweeper and you're going to sweep the ward there. You auto jump it. Nice. They can't take the fight because Trundle's around. Damage is decent. X-Kick gets the dash away. Warlock also gets chunked but has no mana. So realistically, what we're going to see is we'll see Lucian pick this wave up onto turret and they'll reset. I imagine. Wave. Force the overstay. Jack Troll probably does need to be a bit aware. Yeah, Jack Troll's just body blocking. Otherwise, you could have interrupted the Corki reset and that could have sucked. But Corki's got his TP, not TP, V tier in. Yukino. If Yukino is a real G, he could flash the Dragon Wall and try and interrupt Jack Troll. He won't do that. Gonna try and take the early dragon though. Again, with your passive and the fact that you've got your each, so you can actually do this without taking too much damage. The point when Pantheon a long time ago could like level. What was it? Level 1 even? Level 1 dragon with his old passive where you could just ignore turret shots. Wow, but you could ignore enough dragon shots to be able to tank it very early on, which is kind of crazy. OG Pantheon tech. Of course, he's been reworked for a little while now. His new rework, I think, has largely been very positive. Makes him feel a lot more cohesive as a champion, a little less binary. He used to fall off a bloody cliff, guys. It was ridiculous. So cute, triple tonic. Is that triple tonic? It must be with the glow around him. Right? Nothing super crazy. Top. I mean, the Ari's laning one to the Azir. The Lucian's done pretty well down bot. Gets the passive up, but the Apricot was there. We're like, oh, that's a nasty Brawn passive. Ow. And the piercing light after. Oh, that lane is not happy. Got some cookies, so should be able to regen at least a little bit. But still, ow. That's not fun. Ugh. Yeah, strong. Good noise. Z10 scales, so team scales better. Yes, it does, Gods, I think. You've got much better front line, much better front to back. The Azir Corki are better with 2-3+ items. Trundle's a pretty good scaler. KCB have a lot of agency kind of around the first item mark, which can be pretty powerful. Transparency. Oh, gosh me, why am I yelling, like, not yelling, snoozing? That's not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. Okay. Yukino's gonna be on vision. House got level 6. I don't think there's realistically much of an engage there. Grubs are up. May want to play this. Trundle's looking for potential lane gank. I think everyone wants to try and play for these grubs, probably. This could get interesting. Maybe shield vault onto someone here. That Dreadlight on the Pantheon kind of sucks the Pantheon. Each Salt comes on down. I think Yukino is dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The culling is okay, but not actually killing anyone. By slow Q, Vasco's going to zoom off. Yeah. Pantheon didn't dodge the dredge line and got absolutely blasted for it. Slow Q does do a fair amount of damage to Vasco, then gets the ult. Probably means Zero Tenacity can't actually do the... Grubs, that's the name of it. Took me a second. Yeah, I think basically trying to bait them by standing on the control wall, which is fine. You probably have to flash the hook. You flash the hook, then you can play with the Brawl. The moment you take too much damage, you get popped immediately, and then you're in a 3v2, having given over Triumph and Heal to Trundle and that kind of thing, which is really doable.
Audacious Bravery Shield!
Audacious Bravery Shield! Hey, Brad, good to see you. Sorry, I didn't realize you were in here. I missed your snake. Let's go, Zero Tenacity, FMS need avenging. Hell yes. Hell yeah. Okay, TP behind. Slow Q. Ooh, missed the jump. I think Braum is not going to get out of that. That's a nice take on the dragon at least. What about the backline play? Actually, that's more than that. How? What happened to the resets to give X-Kick that much free time, bot? Jackal's gonna get permafrosted. Tries to turn around with a depth charge. And the culling, get him! Oh, nice body blocker now. X-Kick's too deep. Watch Zubat, watch Zubat, watch Zubat. Flash chop, yep. He can just run them down now. The permafrost pattern. Oh, Yukino at least gets one back. He's gonna die for it. Oh dear. KCB. Yeah, that's Trundle for you. The Trundle is mullering. Mullering this Braum in a way I was not expecting to happen as well. This almost looked good, but look how long it takes him to nearly kill Draktroll. So the depth charge goes across Yukino and XK. XK can't get the kill onto them, and Woolite just turns and delivers while he's trying to get that kill. And then Zubat comes careening forward for a flash chomp. At least Yukino gets one. He's still going to die for it. So, you know, a 2-for-1 here is not good. Having a gold lead is it's not great. This next fight needs to be good. And I'm not sure that's going to be the case. We'll see. Herald. Oh, Spawn, that's what it was. I saw it at the mark. I was like, pull away. I think he might just die. He needs to sidestep this next shot. Oh, slow Q, point blank. Okay, gets the kill anyway. Fine. Few. That's actually pretty key. 40 seconds on Dragon. Vasco has no TP. This should theoretically be a free Dragon for KCB that gets some soul points. Vasco wasn't expecting them there. And when we already said, look, your comp doesn't scale as well, that lack of the win con here, that extra 5 minutes Zero Tenacity have earned themselves before that's a possibility if they get the next 2 on spawn, KCB, is a lot of extra time for Corki, a lot of extra time for Nazir. So somehow, some way, this Ahri is over 1,000 gold. Zero Tenacity, 3 houses. I can see it. I believe. They've gotten some good points here. Like, this Trundle is a menace. Corki's got some early kills. You're in a decent spot here. Illusion's gone Flicker Blade second. Okay, one's more cooldown. The idea with this one is basically saying, look, between the Essence Reaver and Flicker Blades, I can just spam through abilities without having to care. Go. Cozy's going to try and step forwards. Herald drop pillar. Not as valuable as they were hoping. Watch slow Q on this flank here. If Zero Tenacity overforce this, it gets tricky. That's actually a really good false light alteration. Right. Do back. Where is he going? Drunk driver. I mean, basically, the moment they saw the Ahri on the flank, didn't feel like they could go forward into the mid lane tier 1, but it means it's a bit of a waste of the Herald. There was no turret bot side to drive towards. Ironically, he probably ought to drive and driven it top. But hey, he didn't, and here we are. Nice picture-in-picture. There's the Atakan. Oh! Guys, he spawned. I can't actually see. What side? Makes sense. Well, that being 2 levels up an X kick is interesting. Yeah! Well, level and a half, right? That's the early kills, basically. Ahri's gone Lichbane. This is a really aggressive build. My brother used to build this a lot on Ahri. It's still very good. The ability haste is nice. You get a lot of value out of basically weaving autos between your ultimate. It's good on the split push. It's a lot of burst damage, basically. It makes you a nasty carry threat. Where Horizon Focus is cheaper and gives you a bit more ability haste. It's a little bit more damage, basically. Makes you a really nasty duelist. Really nasty duelist. 1 point. But it's still a lot, right? Especially when you're Illusion. We're doing a lot of work here in this mid-game, that's just not happening. Is this somewhere we can see the E-Master standings? In the break, there will be a bracket. So if you hang on to the break, there is a bracket there. The other place... Hang on one sec. I'll put it in chat for you now. Yeah, this is probably a better bet, honestly. All right. Good damage onto the Nautilus. I should have been paying attention to this, but that means you've got the additional kill here around the Atakan. TP's coming up just very late. Vasco immediately loses half his HP bar. Mainta has to flash out. That was also quite awkward from him. Problem is, Zero Tenacity are down a member and really low. They were tanking Atakan this entire time. And I think KCB had the opportunity to start this themselves, no? 3 seconds on Ocean Soul Point. That's going to be KCB. No problems, Buggy. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Come stick around. Stay a while. Stay a while. Well, there's Ocean Soul Point. Lucian got a kill. Good news, everybody. But yeah, often, Buggy, I find LoL fandom's a bit more reliable than the LoL esports website at the minute. Especially because they don't track EMEA Masters super well at the minute. It's not really run by Riot in the same way it's third party at the minute with Webedia. Interesting. Item-wise, second item's done for the Pantheon. Not quite there for the Trundle's going Deadman's. I guess as I speak about it, there it is. Ryalize done for the Azir. The Ryalize for the Azir probably changes the profile of this game a lot. Got Ahri, Pantheon, Lucian trying to dance around the periphery. They all hate slows because after they dash, you can catch them basically. So they can't play the way they want to, being basically very slippery. The Ryalize slows being so consistent, very valuable in a way that CC, which is often targeted, is easier than the dodge than just straight up just slowing them with an auto attack, and then the CC's hard, like easier to land. Adakan started. Back troll on the bush. Hiding on it. Okay, try to turn this around. Heroes get caught by the pillar. Does manage to stand aside back. Oh, slow Q. Oops. That was a bit deep. You didn't need to go that far. Couldn't quite get it. I think he was trying to play for a kill on a Zubat or Jack Troll. They don't get to do Adakan. So there's that. But I don't think you needed to die to make that happen. Didn't we just see this play? Kind of, yeah. It's been kind of sad. Yeah, I'm there with you. I think we should be having much... I mean, the fact this is not broadcast is really it's a bit of a shame for me. I think... Well, a bit of a shame. I think it is just a straight shame. We've got so many incredible teams, so many incredible regions, so many big fan bases, and there's no broadcast until, like, semis. And it'll be like a 4-person broadcast. It's very, very small. It's really tragic. Low Q. Gets out. Maybe look for Charm. Flash away from Toasting. Does get hit by the perma block. By the concussive flows. Massive damage onto Jack Troll. Jesus. There's the double. Man, the moment it starts rolling, then you can see the power of the ability to keep going forwards. That's not bad from Cassandre, but another set of concussive flows. Deja Vu. Been in this place before. That one's a bit different. Walleye. Oh no. Grand Starfall caught him. And suddenly out of nowhere, KC get their first best good fight of the game. Truly good fight. I mean, this is really... One second, I'll respond to this message. But basically, Cozy isn't going to buy as much space as they're thinking. Slow Q gets low, but doesn't get taken. Watch Jack Troll's Aftershock run out. The moment the Aftershock runs out, absolutely brutal. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, we need to run away. And it's really hard to run away from a Flicker Blade solution, an Ahri, and all these other people continue to run after. And this is a really nice Grand Starfall read. Whee! Into the Comet Spear. Goodbye, Corky Corky. They've got Baron for another 2 minutes. They don't quite have Soul. Soul in 10 seconds. Painter. Get some autos down. Can they fight this? Zubac needs to steal this. Watch it. He doesn't quite get it. Bloody hell. Braum. Not even close, baby. Slowq's got to reset his ult. Mains is not in a great spot, but count flash if needed. Trying to hold there with the flame spitter. Gets dragged all out. That's why he was holding on to the flash. Gets the kill onto the Xante. Anyway, that's game. That's game. That's game. That's game. A valiant effort. Interestingly, I thought KCB would have a harder time at this point in the game, but I think they did just enough in the mid game to be able to make their pick still dangerous enough right now, and they're just not getting to stand behind the front line very well. I think Jack Troll's not very tanky. I think the pillars which earlier on were proving so problematic aren't as much at the moment, and Cozy's constantly looking for big all-out drags rather than playing front line, and I think that's really hurting them right now. Yukino gets that one. Tenacity weren't very decisive with how they wanted to play. Yeah, basically. I think also they were just trying to obligate the fight for soul, and it wasn't set up properly, and it went very wrong. Also, the Atakan debacles. Like, they tried to Atakan twice and had, like, it go wrong both times. Which is not good. Slowq does have ult. Won't need to blow it.
Shock rockets.
Flash from Mainter. That could have been problematic. I thought after the early game, genuinely, that I thought Tenacity could be with a decent shout, but this got wild. It's a good equalizer and Glacial Fissure combo. They secure the dragon. Can't be taken by Zubac. And basically, Jack Troll's caught off on the side as Mainter ends up in this really weird position, but they kind of go, yeah, we can kill Mainter. Like, well, everyone else is leaving. Like, you know, what basically you split off seeing the moment and kind of get lost in the weeds, and it ends up becoming like a 2-2. So against Vinter's 2v4. Do you think Z10 will win? No. No, I don't. I think KCB will win pretty handily. I think it's 3-0 KCB, honestly. Carmine Corbleu. That's a death cap on Ari, by the way. Who just stuck on the blinding duel. That Ari is monstrously strong right now. He hurts a lot. Vasco does get onto Yukino, but flashes out. The culling afterwards. Look, they have to look for hero plays, and the hero play earns them a flash. Right. Loki, gonna keep looking. Charm goes wide, tries to be decisive. Cozy will have to make a footwork out. Every the turret goes down. At which point, the turret's very much under siege. Charm into the shield vault. Goodbye, Cozy, who's just not tanky on this Xante anymore. Main to step forward, he's got a spell shield. Not spell shield, scrap shield, that's the name of it. Pull it back to the fountain, Zubac. I mean, what do you do as a traditional trundle? Pull up a pillar of filth and pray. Slowq. Oh, the Dancer Charm gets the cleanse out. Adds a very dead Jack Troll again. Slowq behind lines. Ah, oh, man, nasty angle. Lands the Charm onto the Azir even. Doesn't quite land it onto Woolite. Might have led to there, but it's another reset on the ult. Nexus under siege, and KCB, it's a little bit sloppy in the early game. The moment the mid-game rolls round, those Atakan players are going to haunt Zero Tenacity. They really, really are. Reminder, the Trundle, 2-0. The Corki, 2-0. Did Oh, so that's worked out quite well, hasn't it? Bloody hell. Heyo. Heretics just won 42 minutes and 7 dragons, 52 kills. Bloody hell, that sounds like a mighty game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Right. Okay. So, big dive comp topside. Oh, the Rakan as well. The Smolder is basically supposed to be self-sufficient and match the center scaling. And best, the double executions, the public and the perfect one, alongside the shins out. You skirmish really hard with that. You're level 6 really nasty. That's the plan. 4-0 tenacity. Double globals in the rise and center. Really good scaling again. Really good scaling again. Extended fights are very good for you. And you've got a lot of ways to
Minions have spawned.
keep a Viego alive until you get a reset. Are, as in any game with a Viego, quite reliant on getting the resets. You've got decent anti-dive, in the sense that Dawning Shadow can help keep people alive. You can ult out as the Viego. Rise can run away. Gwen's got a W, so you've got some tools to manage that. You also side lane quite well with the Viego and the Rise. 2+ items on any of these carries is very, very scary. So it's a very similar kind of scaling profile to last game, where you are, yeah, you're looking to get to later game moments for Zero to National. The only thing is, of course, the Smolder is an X factor to help deny that. Again, Smolder is arguably just the strongest scaling champion in the game, period. Certainly gets pretty nutty as things go on. Hey, Kites, good to see you. Ozzy gets a bit of damage down, that's about it. How's it going here? Having a good time. Having a good time. Okay, damage is okay here. Ouch. Damage comes on down. Too much to see there. Been a relatively quiet early game. This mid lane might get a bit more interesting, but slow Q I think is going to be safe. He always was a big Akali player, so see how he does here. The Rise, understandably, getting shove early. Score and shield in Slowkey's inventory to try and play with the last stand, second wind and stuff. Rosie gets a decent amount of damage. Mainta just went under the turret, took turret aggro, and then had to flash out. That was not great. Did I miss something there? Why would he? Not sure about that one. Okay, well, get some of that down. They're gonna get some shoved down bot side early-ish. Grubs are about 3 minutes off, so nothing to worry about with that one. Dragons in 5 or so seconds. But again, I think both teams are happy enough to try and wait for 6 before they really get things rolling. Unless the Shin Zhao finds a really good angle, you don't actually have that much CP to work with right now. Got a Rune Prison. I mean, there's a bit bot side, to be fair. bit possible. The last embrace and Rel in general has some, but you've got Rakan on the other side to make that quite tricky. And really, your kill threat, which is more important, is going to come through at level 6. Yukino, wrap around behind. Shinzao can do some work here. Missed the last embrace, and Jack Troll flashes, still gets knocked up, but does avoid the wind, becomes lightning. That ends up being probably worthwhile. You get the flash there, and the ignite off Jack Troll. But can't get the... Vasco eats damage. So, if you auto some things. Not too much. Auto? 5-point strikes and things. Might be the better way of putting it. And again, it's been a very quiet game, and it will be for a little bit. We've got some level 6s coming on through soonish. And that might change things a little. Minute until grubbed, but Diego plus Senna should be a very healthy player of this dragon, so no real ability to contest. Yukino's taking the opportunity to go put some walls down. Excuse me. And nab a dragon. Oh, nab a dragon, nab a camp. We'll probably want to grab that scuttle crab and set up around grubs if I had to take a gamble. Light gets knocked up. I don't think I'm quite going to get the kill here. Do you get the barrier? Wait, maybe I'm wrong. No, it's a good stun. Last embrace back. Don't think they can threaten too much more. Nice heal from Piero off passive. All right. Get barrier off Woolite. Fine. Zubac. Is Zubac going to get both sets of early objectives here? That's pretty alarming. What the hell's the Shinzao behind? Okay, they're just going to say we're playing for early kills instead. It's a bit bold. The Woolite's got like no mana. 3 Talon Strikers stacked. Jack Troll. Audacious charge into the stacked 3 Talon Strike. Gets the kill. Execute will need to hop away. Oh, that hurts. Now cool down. Go again. Crash down happens. Piero. Oh, he's dead.
Blue team double kill.
Okay. You get both, but the turret was white hot. Unfortunately, Senna hadn't autoed Piero, so doesn't actually get anything there in that sense. Can Zubac nab away a couple camps here while this happens? Might be able to. I think the Shinzao will want to steal away at least the Gromp here. And reset. So basically what happens is Yukino stacks his 3 Talon Strike off the Gromp, then walks on over. In fact, all you Shinzao out there, do that. Stack your 3 Talon Strike up before the play. Or on the turret, the other thing you can do, especially if you don't have something like a Titanic. Guys, playing the Gen G vs AT series today. Chovy be Chovian is what happened. And Zeka wasn't quite what we were hoping for in those last few games. Reverse sweep is a bit of an ugly way to go. Grand entry. So cute. Oh, hang on. Can you get the kill? Flash out, gets to survive. Vasco does have flash. I think it's probably not going to matter though because he's got perfect execution. Nice work. Who got the kill? Must have been the Rakan. Rakan did, yeah. Cozy. Oh, he's gonna die. Nice public execution. Needles are good, though. Bloody hell. All right, that was enough healing to make that a bit dicier than it needed to be, but it gets the kill. That's a killing spray for the Shinzo. I'm thinking zero attention to that escape. That doesn't matter last game. Yeah, I mean, yes, agreed. And you've always got in this game, at the very least, a lot of playmaking, a lot of agency. Akali, plus Ambessa, plus Shinzo, plus Rakan. There will always be a creative angle to get ways back in. And that is... Dragon, minute away. Zero Tenacity probably want to play for it, but it's 1,000 gold lead to KCB on some pretty scary members, namely that Shinzao early. Right. It's about Shinzao's biggest point of power, Sundered Sky, plus free ass boots. I love how, like, smug Smolder is as he sort of, like, staggery. He got, like, around. It's a great animation. Look at that. Smug child, of course, mum. Sounds familiar. Yeah, I know, right? They got the characterization very well done. Zubac might be able to get... Mainta doesn't have flash. Yeah, you need to leave, Mainta. You can't stick around here. Dragon should be KCB's. Woolite is in so much danger. Grand entrance, good into the charm. Oh, the barrier and the Dawning Shadow shield is enough to keep him up. Oh, my days. Important that. You get both summoners, though. Piero trades his for it. Probably fine. Exa, Yukino's behind. I think Woolite is a dead man. The last embrace doesn't matter. Audacious Charge comes on through, but Zubac trades it. Flash for the Heartbreaker. And actually, can probably look for a reset here. Can he find the ult? Flash ult. Oh, not back onto the turret! Oh, gets the body still. Oh, goes down anyway. Okay, fine. 2 for 2. Nice, though, from Zubac. Lasco needs to realm warp out. Don't know whether he actually needed to, but did. Needlework. I think Cozy gets this. Oh, Mr. Needles, otherwise he had that. He had the needlework, he has that. Well, there goes. Why would you stay? Why would you stay? Oh, dear. That's really unfortunate. Got TP. You don't have to be there. That's really unfortunate. Well, this is the play around here. So the last embrace comes on down. Yukino does get that one, but then the flash is matched with the flash ult. And then basically gets to flap forward, do a lot of damage down to Yukino. And then they try to go for the insta-kill with the ult. But the Crescent Guard and the knockups make that a lot trickier. So it doesn't quite work out. But hey, it's still 2 kills to this, plus the shutdown on the Shinzao, which is really important. And it gets you the Trinity Force, which is a big spike for the Viego. It's a good dueling build. Quite important for things like Ambessa and Akali and stuff to have a bit more dueling potential. Some damage. Not really meaningfully. When it's still Dragon. Herald is up. I think Spirit Nasty want this. All these pretty much even. This is playable. Yukino steps them forwards. Has got the Crescent Guard. Uses it. Charm is nice from Piero, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Trackball dies, but the damage back is pretty huge. Yukino does die, but Woolite now in danger. Slow Q, got to blow up the Senna. Zubac in the body of the Shinzao is really scary, though. Steals all the items. Piero dies as well. Does at least kill another back. Maintain needs to back. It's a 3 for 3. Room Prison. Ooh, Slow Q. When have you got your Shuriken Flip? Lands it. Onto the rise! Slow Q, you goat. Kozi has got no flash. Twilight Shroud, can't get the Autos, needs to skip a slash out. Will do so. Man, that's clean. Basically, the moment that Viego got to bounce around, it got really dicey. And Slow Q just lands this. Oh. And flashes out to avoid the snip. Well, Akali is fed, so is Viego. Riftmaker, the extended fight. I think when you're into Viego, Rise, Senna, Gwen, you are unlikely to get full burst down. I think it's probably quite sensible. Plus, you play sidelines a bit safer. Okay, secured the Herald. Into the backline goes Slow Q, looking for an angle. That's a really good Magnet Storm, though. Crescent Guard turns it around. Blows one up. Kozi's in danger. Oh, beautiful! Riftmaker healing is silly. Silly, I say. Vasco. Slow Q just looks better. This is like, hey, the Ari last game, I thought he got it to a good point and then kind of didn't deliver until later on. I think this game he's starting off with a massive bang. And that's really good news. He's got a fully stacked Dark Seal. Watch but he just gets onto key members. Zubac and Woolite get popped. R1. Auto. It's caught by the Magnet Storm and I got really worried, but the Charm after the Crescent Guard into the Perfect Execution part 2 means he dies. Actually really nice from Piero and Yukino to combo up that way to prevent the Viego from ulting or staying safe. And then they just get to keep chasing. Oh, baby. Nice. What do we do from this point? So cute, looking at Kozi. It is. Might be a dead Gwen. Shuriken Flip, R2, R1. Where is the other half of this one? Astromech comes on through. R2, Dawning Shadow goes down. Needs to back away. Ult out. Piero will need to battle dance. Can't. Turnaround comes on through. Dawning Shadow bought a lot of time there. Anything else happening on the map as a result of this? Not really. Not really. Main tertiary, just get a hold of this. Hang on. I fear, because Piero is here, and Slowkey just turned up. Dawning Shadow's pretty good. Trying to get at least that shut down. Can they get any more of the public execution? Alongside the perfect variety. Counterpunch from Akali and Ambessa. Woolite throws down the barrier, buying some time. Chu comes on in. Life is okay. So initially, Yukino gets absolutely mullered because it's a flash Spectral Maw. It actually goes wide. If that Spectral Maw had landed, that might have been a much quicker kill. Then Yukino gets a lot of value, does eventually go down, but not before a few very scary people have turned up. Namely Slowkey and Ambessa. Mainter pairs up with the Akali and murders so many people. Still end up losing the Shinta, which is a bit frustrating, but hey, now got to 6 kills on your Akali. You've got 3 kills on the Ambessa. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. Round war. Oh, it's everyone. Oh, got away. Rune Prison's a bit late. Get out of jail free. Yukino, or dash charge in. The wind becomes lightning. Herald is summoned. Harley needs to be a bit wary, but she's quite tanky at this point with this build. Chain those crashes. Actually wanted to go Magi's next quite badly. Give herself move speed, give herself more snowball. I think when you're going for a build like this, the move speed's really valuable. Oh, wonderful public execution. Loki's godlike. Lance doesn't quite land the Shuriken flip. I think that crashed down just far enough away. But you kill the jungler. Dragon's in 14 seconds. That's the whole point. Don't think we're realistically seeing any turnaround on that one. Cozy? Think gets out? Yeah, TP behind, hang on. And stop doing it at the social post. Oh, Slowkey goes down. That's actually really big shutdown. That's a huge shutdown. The God Soul point. They'll get the tier 2. Baron's not going to be up and down and threaten it. But that's actually a really important shutdown and gives Gwen an ungodly amount of gold. That puts Gwen ahead, which is a big deal here. That fuels the Leandries. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay. Bit of damage. Track troll. Alright. Okay. Trying to turn. What? Slow Q. Maybe getting run at by 2 solo laners. The inhibitor, well, the mid lane tier 1 goes down. Let's pick up. Where are we at stack-wise? Yeah, it's a very slow stacking Senna. 70 souls at this point is not fantastic. Execute is well over the execute threshold at this point. Didn't really have that conversation. But you expect about 60 souls at 20 minutes if you're doing well on the Senate. 70 and 26 is not great. Crescent Guard comes on down, stays alive. Does need to potentially reset though. TP behind. Who is it? It's Akali. Goes golden immediately. Calm comes on down. Looks to find some damage in the backline. Rune Prison comes on over zone of the public execution. Everyone's dying. Trying to back away. Slow Q running away. Gets away from the Heartbreaker. As Vasco tries to realm warp out to safety, and there is nowhere to run. Piero dies, but everyone else obliterates Zero Tenacity. Have 0 health bars either. Great Smolder team fight. Great Ambassador team fight. And the Baron is Carmine Core Blues to claim. Hey, Boston. Welcome to the party. Been a bit of an Akali masterclass so far. Good damage, isn't it? What do you do now as Zero Tenacity? Gotten a few items, scale really well. I think you have to weather the storm of this Baron. Probably fight for Ocean Soul. If you can get a little bit more gold to get Death Cap on Rise, probably play this. They might not get the chance though. Dawning Shadow is really good. Oh, Yukino just about survives. But you can see the damage is starting to come on through. You've got 3 items on the Senna. How far is Cozy off? You want this Rise to try and get the Death Cap if you can. I don't know when you're going to get time. And there's Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul, when you've already got a very slippery team, and a Smolder, and the Akali with the Riftmaker and the Zhonyas, Bloodthirster now, and the Death Stance, and the Shinzao with the Crescent Guards. Like this is not a fun Ocean Soul game to try and manage your way through, especially because actually you have gone for the Rise, the Gwen, the Senna, people who do actually want the extended fights. Almost 13 stacks a minute on Smolder is insane. It's really good from Exekick. Like he has been farming souls. I have rarely seen that amount of souls on a Smolder at this point. This is a very, very, very well executed Smolder. Like I hadn't checked in until he was like, wait, he's on 300 souls. And like 22 minutes is wild. Like 25 minutes. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this Smolder will really, really hurt. Remember, it just empowers like all of your autos. Look how much he does in the burn afterwards. Vasco's just losing half his HP from like incidental skill shots. I think that's gone. Yeah, not much done. Lock up. Oh, nice combo with the Rakan. Yeah, that's 2 down. Front line is dead. Smolder kills off Diego, who has to try and leap at X Kick and Pray, but X is having none of it. Big damage. Will I? Down. Loki goes golden. Does he get out? I think not. Oh, no, they keep him alive. Very nice. KDA saviors. 27 kills to 11, 30 minutes on the clock in KCB. Some big performances in the early game from the likes of Slowq and Mainta. Smolder takes over later on with 400.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Oh, man. That's very frustrating. Sorry about the delay there, folks. Real life stuff sometimes just takes way too much time. Who won the last game? KCB did. Is it game music? Kind of. Cyrus theme. The Tide Castigo Night Night. I unfortunately had to run away because I had a bit of something going on in the background. That should have been 2 minutes worth. It was not. Apologies. But it is 2-0 to KCB right now. The Wukong's ahead, the Kallista's ahead. Yora can't get to the Vital. Yeah, Zyra's team. I was playing the right creator save playlist. I should have gone back and stopped it. I should have, but yeah, I had a phone call to take. Unfortunately, that was really bad timing, guys. Incredibly bad timing. Your split push will be interesting. Yeah, it will be. Z10 have tried to play for later game scaling and never really gotten there. Not really. They are behind a significant amount in this early game to a fairly disastrous level, actually. Auto, Grand Challenge, parry, but that means there's no parry available. No riposte available to stop that, so Fiora dies again. Who won the last game? I did say it was KCB, yeah. We are 2-0 up. As you can see, top of your screen. There it is, 2 dots. Yeah. Yeah, so this is Carmine Core's academy team for the record, Dialga as well, just so you know. Solar Flare. Good shove away. The turret's doing a lot of damage. Ooh, not going to be quite enough time to get another shot off. Nice attempt from Slowcube, but not enough. But it's still going to be first turret. KCB, work from them. I think Woolite is okay. There's no Cyclone or anything. Alright, he just gets to walk out. Big footwork is the thing. Main to get to the turret. Or he's going to get a fair amount of value off this. But yeah, getting the full set of place ball side on this Callista is really scary. Full Blade of the Ruin King. Execute's always been a Callista player, so this is surprising me. They have got a good team fight in the sense they've got really nasty pick. Between Maokai and Leona and Jin and Hui, you've got insane range for pick and follow. But the Jin and the Hui need to be strong enough to actually make that damage count. I think Maokai going AP makes some sense. So you basically have a really strong CC core from miles away that's set to a Fiora split push. Yeah, Leona and Maokai set them up, as does Jin to an extent, and then Jin and Hui knock them down. While you've got a Fiora wing con in the side. Unfortunately, they are getting kind of run at. Fiora just kill them here. There's the Weaver's Wall. We'll secure the kill probably. I mean, Zubat can't run anywhere, right? Mid lane, a bit of an engage onto X kick, sidestep some of it. Zenith Blade comes on down. We keep playing, doing a pretty good job. Will eventually fall. Turret shot doesn't quite come on through onto Woolite, who does flash out to safety. Good dive. Needed that. Fortunately for them, it's the Leona that picks it up. Yukon is going to find him. That is a dead Leona. That gets the kill over. So it ends up being an additional 1-for-1. Unfortunately, too long afterwards for X-Kick to get the assist. But hey, see what you can do with. X-Kick, disrespectful of walking back to lane. Tries to hop around. Solar Flare comes on down. Cleanses that pretty well. Dodges the Deadly Flourish, but the Zen Blade still lands. And tries to get damage onto Woolite. Can't quite. The slow from the Rend might nearly have been enough, but Woolite was quick enough on the flash to get out of it. Birch! Just balls! Oh. Damage onto Woolite. Ooh. Glenn, X-kick in danger. I think he's just dead, isn't he? So the hostile takeover. Is there a bailout? There is a bailout. Rend. Oh, gets it. Nice work. And that is why Callista and Renata is very silly. Oof. On to the Herald we go. And challenge. No ult on main, so he does have flash. Oh, just about gets that additional one. Can't get any more. And yeah, Focus can get the turret. What happened to the LCS? Huh? Something happened? What do you mean by that, Solly? I mean, rebranded to the LTA. Tried to lunge and use the riposte, wasn't quite in range. That's embarrassing. Gets the cannon. Can't stick around for the turret. Yeah, it rebranded to LTA. Well, I mean, the fact that you don't know that says quite a lot. I think it was a really foolish rebrand. Next kick just in range for the Rend. Zubat being 1 and 5 here really sucks. This poor Maokai has not had fun this game. When's our next Dragon Minute? Okay. Ozzy looking for the lunge onto that Vital. Misses it. But that's also because X-Kick's coming. Doesn't have riposte up, so X gets to walk on over. There's the Grand Challenge to riposte the Decimating Smash. Gets that healing feel, but I don't think it changed anything. Flash. Lunge, still slow. Decimating Smash, full knockup. X-Kick gets in range. Dead. On the other side, Zubat does survive for a second or two, but Woolite, oh, sweet summer child. Oof. Bye, my lover. So this is what happened here. I'm assuming Zubat went in and, I mean, what was the... Why go... I mean, you've got Woolite, I suppose, with the Curtain Call maybe available, but that's just really... That's too far. And they try to recall, and then Woolite gets caught off instead. I mean, that's just... a bit sad, really, isn't it? Gero. Gonna be in danger. Ooh, hostile takeover. Fate's call. Buys some time. The Nature's Grasp doesn't work. Woolite's not winning versus the Scion. He's not there. And now you got 3 members running into the wrong side of the jungle. Zero tenacity. What on earth do you do? The solar flare into the crushing maw. Hang on. Yukino's coming over. Slow Q. Will potentially die, but he's got a bailout. Oh dear. Yeah, Renata by the by. And there's X kick on the killing spree. Jack Troll trying to run away. Throws out the Unraveled Earth. And the threaded volley brings down the Leona as well. Of course, he's going to try and get the turret. Can't. Eats 2 turret shots. Main to Walkstone. Decimating smash. Harry with the riposte. Oh dear. This is looking pretty over, guys. 3.5 Missile Dragon. I don't know what to tell you. This is a stomp. This is the most one-sided game of the whole series. By far. 5. Atakan. Gonna be swiftly devoured by KCB. I mean, you do have some scaling. Don't get me wrong. Yora, Hui, Jin, all decent as the game goes on. And the Callista, you know, going to be less valuable. However, I think from this point, you're running into this issue where the Callista is about to get towards luxury defensive items. And then Callista changes in profile again, especially from ahead, where she effectively becomes a bruiser. With the bailout behind her and Jack shows and Terminuses and all the other things, you just are so inexorable stepping on forward. There's very little you can do to stop her. Alright, Dodzy should be alright. Have to back away. Still has the riposte. Shouldn't be in too much danger. Turret under siege. Weaver's Wall. I mean, Jack Troll's going to try and do something, but what do you do? I'd love to give you some hope, guys. But the hope died 10 minutes ago. It's pretty disappointing to say, but that's the truth. I think at this point, you've got a Miracle Steel on Dragon to buy you 5 minutes. Maybe that. Baron's not spawned yet either. Good team with Cloud Cell as well. Very nasty for Wukong. And not bad on Talir either, actually. We're not the worst soul to give up ever here. Okay, jumps at Jack Troll, gets the slow, gonna keep hopping. Oh, Jack. Oh, it hits his Zenith Blade, it doesn't matter. Dead. Callista things. Oh dear. Chelsea, who's winning? It's KCB in horrifyingly dominant fashion. Is the answer? Ozzy should be okay. Slow Q. Alright. Ah, it's a very dead Maokai. Oh, he's just a sapling. He ain't no real tree. Any plans to watch the other series after? I don't think I'm going to have time. I would love to, but I don't think I'm going to have time. I've got other plans, unfortunately, this evening. So, otherwise, I would love to. I think that series looks like it's going to be killer fun. Well, maybe we'll look in and see what's happening. But I've got some people I need to be. Basically, I left my bag somewhere. It's the long and short, which I'm going to go pick up because I'm flying home to see family soon. Is it peak game or is KC2 just too strong today? A bit of both. is the answer. Which series? There's the Team Heretics versus CGN, so that's LVP and Prime League playing off in the other series, which apparently has been quite good fun. And if I would have loved to go see it, but I don't think I'm realistically going to have time. Otherwise, I would. But no, but yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I would. We'll have a glance in and see where it's after this series, after this game is done. But I don't think I can do that. We're in the picture-in-picture. Yeah, violence is occurring. Exa gets another. Oh my days! He's just gonna keep hopping. Triple through the Krugs. Vasco's gonna be donating. He's gonna be donating the Quadra over, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, they're hunting to give him the Quadra. Get over here. Aha! Wukong stole it. Kalista is gliding. Exakick has always been a phenomenal Kalista player. Now, of course, rebranded to Exa, but still a man of many talents and terrifying strengths. They're going for 20k, I know, it feels like it, doesn't it? Just to show a last return so it's done. Oh, Jocks, how have you fallen? Yeah. Yeah. And who's winning the whole EMEA Masters? I think you've got a few people who are in that running. I think KCB will be up there, alongside probably BK Rog as the 2 LFL big team. I think Lost Returns are in there, for obvious reasons, even if I think they have got some flaws to the teams. Their strengths are pretty obscenely strong. CGN from Prime League is pretty good depending on how this series is going. What is it? Heretics as well, I still rate them. Though that series, towards the next series, is probably going to be quite valuable as well. Maybe one of the Turkish teams, I don't know them so well this split. They're always quite dangerous. They always make at least a finals and often win a split every year as EMEA Masters. Jumping forwards, this game is over. I mean, like, the thing is that we're developing winners because Carmine Core Blue, right on your screens right now, may well be one of our finalists. Very scary team.